Hey. What do you want to tell the audience at home? What do you want to tell them?
Rough.
Rough. Do you have a cold again? Maybe. She may have a cold again. And I'm working on getting rid of mine still. I'm a big girl, boy. I'm not sure what I am. We're playing baby, teacher, baby, or student, but she wants me to be the baby, right?
Yeah. But you're a baby student.
I'm a baby student, okay. We're going to the library, but it is free comic book day. What time is it open? 11? This last weekend, Saturday, we went to free comic book day. My 2-year-old, I'm going for her. I mean, I've always loved comics as when I was a kid, so I kind of wanted to introduce her to comic books. I don't actively read or collect comic books today, so I'm not there for me. I'm there to kind of see what might interest her.
Who's the other guy? Right.
Oh, not just Darth Vader anymore, huh? Are you sure we don't have Chewbacca at home? Where?
We don't have a Chewbacca, but we don't have.
And I like what's going on. A lot of kids can come in and not feel intimidated. They've got a lot of kids' comic books available. Free comic book day was a success. Immediately we got to get 3 free comic books that were kind of upper alley. SpongeBob, Superhero Girls, something about colorful monsters, and it's this neat illustrator who's doing this comic, and there was like some how-tos in there. Very, very good stuff. I mean, obviously, this whole free comic book day is all about that free taste. And they're succeeding. Addison was definitely interested in who these characters are. She kept asking, who's this? Who's this? Who's this? I could see her wanting more comic books. What does that say? What's that sign say?
Blah.
I think you know what that says.
What do you think it says?
What does it say?
Books.
Yeah. I mean, can you really read that? One of the things, though, that struck me about Free Comic Book Day is something I don't think they're taking enough advantage of. There's a book called Influence by a guy named Robert Cialdini. He talks about, I think it's like 5 or 6 different methods of influence, of persuasion. And one of the key things that he has researched and looked over and describes at length in this book is gifting. Giving someone a gift, giving something to someone for free. The Hare Krishnas is a religious society. The 1970s, they were trying to raise funds for the organization and they weren't doing well. Basically just people going through busy places like airports and bus terminals and asking for donations, and people weren't giving them donations. So they stumbled upon a really interesting technique, which was gifting people something, a book, a magazine, or I think the thing that turned out the most awesome was a flower. They would just pin this flower to somebody and they wouldn't accept returning the flower. They would just say, it's our gift to you. And then they would ask you for a donation. And apparently donations skyrocketed. It's basically just that obligation of debt. When you're given a gift, you want to do something in return because you do not want to feel indebted. Tim Ferriss was going to invest in one company, and I thought maybe this would be a good fit. I ended up sending a message, an in-app message, just to the free users of Draft to mention Tim Ferriss on Twitter to take a look at Draft as a possible investment or kind of winning this kind of investment contest he was running. And it turned out I got this crazy phone call with Tim Ferriss on the road and in the backwoods of Wisconsin, and it was nuts. That's like another story, but it worked. A lot of people maybe feeling indebted to me, maybe just wanting to do a good deed because I was giving them this free software, did me a huge favor. We can do that a lot more. This comic book store, I think, could have at least at the end of this said something like, hey, are there any comic books that you're interested in buying or paying for? It's funny because they didn't ask that, and I think it would have gotten me to pay some attention. I've been wanting to go in there to explore Spider-Man and Batman comics, and if they had just asked me that on my way out the door, I think they would have gotten me to bite, but they didn't. They just let me kind of walk in and just say goodbye. They don't want to be pressure sales tactics people, but this is an easy ask. and it comes from a gift. They just gave us 3 free comics. It would have not been a problem to just ask us, like, hey, are there any comic books in the store you are interested in? She says she's a ball.
Are you a ball?
Yes. I'm proud of you for taking a nap. I know that was tough.
Good job.
But you need it to get rid of that cold again. You did a great job. I'm real proud of you. This is not just advice for them. This is advice for us. Like, we have all these people who use High-Rise for free, and I don't think we're taking enough advantage of it. And this is kind of inspiring for me to kind of rethink, like, maybe there's an ask. Maybe it's even just simply like, hey, please, if you're using High-Rise for free, please spread the word on Twitter and Facebook and through some channels. We could really use some more traffic to the site.
Now we get to go to dinner.
Woo, woo, woo. Oh, that's right, we get to go out to dinner.
Or do you want to stay home? Because we could also LOBSTER.
What is that?
I don't even know what it spells myself, buddy. I don't know. Oh, LOBST. Right.
Laps.
Lobster tails, you can get them pretty cheap these days. Little ones. You don't get giant ones, but little ones. They taste great, and grill them, they are phenomenal. That's the only way we eat them these days.
They go on sale for like $5 a piece.
$5 a lobster tail.
2 lobster tails a person.
2 lobster tails a person. Not bad for like lobster. Grilling lobsters are actually really easy. Check out Emerald's recipe. Skip the grapefruit tarragon sauce. The grapefruit tarragon thing is disgusting.
Did you make that one?
Yeah, for like our anniversary or your birthday or something, and it was like totally ruined everything. First you gotta cut the tails in half.
Well, there's one that...
You paint them with some olive oil.
Alright, do you want me to cut them up?
And then the easiest thing is just to put some actually emerald essence on them.
Use your knife for this one.
Basically just like salt, paprika, black pepper, garlic, onion powder, some other spices, but it's pretty tasty. It's a good spice to have around. A couple things about Emerald's recipe is Emerald is like, put salt and emerald essence on these things to season them up. If you're checking out Emerald's recipe, don't put salt on them. Emerald's stuff is salty enough. Skip the salt. They turn out way too salty if you use emeralds and salt. I skip the skewers. You don't need these skewers that end up either getting too... If you use metal skewers, they get too hot. If you use wooden skewers, they start on fire. Skip the skewers. And then you just flip these things over after a few minutes.
That's them. The one that has the back one. The one that has the back one.
Where do you want to go to?
I'm gonna go to Milwaukee. Here we are.
Okay.
Milwaukee.
Going to Milwaukee. The country of Milwaukee. I hope you dug the video. Please hit the thumbs up. I need all these thumbs that I can get to spread this thing. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I upload a new video almost every single day. I've been going through a rough patch of getting them out every single day, but I try to get them out every single day. About running a business, marketing, product design, doing these videos, and just getting through life. And I will see you again tomorrow. I hope everybody. Bye.